everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Chrystle, and I'm so excited because today I'm going to be telling you about the 5 reasons that I am most excited about moving to Johannesburg, South Africa. Now first, we're going to address 2 elephants in the room. The first one is the writing on the wall. Literally the writing on the wall. My husband thought it would be a great idea to let the kids have this like creative expression space in the home, and so now we have to paint before we move, but it was good we learned that here, and we have decided we will not be writing on the walls in future homes. The second elephant in the room, which leads us into the first reason that I am so excited that we are moving to Johannesburg, South Africa, is why I'm wearing this hat. Y'all, I was doing my hair, I ran into some issues, so it started taking a lot longer than it needed to take. But I am excited because when we move to Johannesburg, South Africa, I will be able to go and get my hair done. I will be able to afford it. Even though the last time that I went and got my hair done, I was overcharged.
Load shedding kicked in. Thankfully, she had just finished blow drying my hair.
That overcharged price was still so much lower than what I would pay in the States to get my hair done. It's literally hundreds of US dollars. Like, and especially some of the styles that I like, it can cost $500, $600, $700 just to get some braids done in the States. And my daughter, she's getting older, she likes to get her hair done too, and I want her to be able to go and get her hair done, make sure she looks nice. I don't believe in me looking nice and my daughter not looking nice. We'll both be able to afford to go get our hair done. In the States, it's honestly just, it's not really an option. It's not in the budget. Number 2 is the new home. You guys, if you did not see our new home, this is what it looks like. It is beautiful. My daughter, when people ask her what she's most excited about when it comes to moving, she says, I'm gonna have my own room. And I'm so excited she's gonna have her own room because her and her brother share a room right now, but honestly, they are getting older. She is 6, she'll be 7 in May, and my son is 4, he'll be 5 in September. And of course, they're like, we need privacy, so they're, you know, taking turns going in a room to change clothes. One of our rooms is set up as a studio right now because we do so much recording and things like that. We're trying to work on our YouTube business and stuff. And honestly, getting a 4-bedroom home in the States, like in Tampa, that's budget-wise, that is so unrealistic. Like, that it's not a thing. It's not a thing for Ricky and I right now. Like, that's just not a thing. And so, you know, to be able to have enough space to live life in a way that suits our needs, my son having a room, my daughter having a room, my husband and I having a room, and then Ricky and I having a workspace for our YouTube stuff, the other businesses that we do. 4 rooms. We need 4 rooms. Like, that is the most ideal situation. Obviously, we're extremely grateful, blessed, and fortunate to be able to have a 3-bedroom home. A lot of people can't even get that in the city of Tampa. It could be rough out here in these streets, but we are so excited about the home. It is beautiful. It is amazing. Like, yeah, you saw the pictures. Like, oh my gosh. Trying to afford something like that here in the city of Tampa would be extremely hard, extremely hard. Which leads me into my 3rd thing, safety. So I know people talk about the safety in Johannesburg, but you guys, there are safety issues here in the States. One thing that I would say, I'm so excited that we are going to be able to afford to move into a gated community. Again, budget-wise, trying to move into a gated community here in the States, like, who has money for that? We actually did have an issue where we had somebody trespassing on our property. It was very late at night. We did end up having to call the police. The police literally never showed up. Like, that night, my kids, like, of course I prayed because step 1, I'm gonna pray. Like, what's going on? Let me pray. My kids were in the room sleeping. That situation was slightly traumatic. I'm gonna be honest. Like, for a couple of weeks, I was just like kind of up, looking around. Ricky was like gonna be going out of town. I was like, I'm just gonna go sleep at my mom's house. Like, I didn't feel comfortable to sleep at the house by myself. And we don't even live in a bad part of town, but it's just stuff that happens. We have helicopters that fly over our house looking for people that are running from the police. That happens maybe once every other week. Like, it's stuff that goes on. It goes down in the States, but they don't put all that stuff on the news. And so I'm grateful that, one, God has kept us safe. We pray over our house. We pray over each other. So God has continued to keep us safe regardless of, what the situation is. So first and foremost, praises to God. Second of all, we're grateful that we have a place to stay, because I still understand, even in the midst of some of the challenges or things that we've had to, journey through, there are people that are journeying through that much more, especially in the States. And I would say even especially in the city that we live in, because a lot of stuff is getting more and more expensive. Again, I'm also very grateful that we're going to have the opportunity to make a transition that I feel like, as a mom, as a wife, like, I'm happy that my kids are going to be in an environment, in a neighborhood, in an area that is a bit more safe, because it is going to be gated. And so I'm excited about that. Number 4, I'm excited for health. So eating in the States is expensive. If you're it's like you have to either try to eat on budget or eat healthy. But doing both is not an option. You're trying to buy this organic food. You're trying to buy stuff that's not been like so processed or have all these chemicals on it. It costs so much more money to do that versus in Johannesburg, when we walking through the grocery stores, I noticed the standard is that this food is not like, have all these hormones added to it or different things like that. Like, it's healthier food. Like, they're not even putting this stuff in the store that's going to continue to make your health decline. So I like the fact that I'm going to be able to have my kids just on a healthier diet. I believe that even now, the things that they're putting into their body is going to be so important to, their lives down the line. I want to eat healthier. My husband wants to eat healthier. And again, it's just sometimes that battle between budget and health. And it's like, but who wants to choose between having money to buy food or being healthy to live longer? It's a struggle, but here we are. Of course, every now and then if we want a little treat here and there, we'll be able to do that. But I'm excited about the healthier opportunities. And then the last thing that I would say, number 5, which I feel like I've kind of touched on in all of these points, is finances. In the States, it can be hard, especially in the city that we live in. I am, one, eternally grateful. God has always covered us, make sure that we have what we need to be able to sustain our family. We've had the opportunity to have finances to be able to have multiple streams of income and things like that. But it's like, I've worked 2 jobs to be able to afford various things to help us keep things afloat at different times. And it's challenging more so than anything because it takes away so much time from being able to spend with the kids, to do things with them. You walk in the store, your daughter asks for some simple thing, and it's like, well, no, we can't really do that. I don't want to tell her no. I want to be able to tell her yes. Especially if it's something simple. No, they can't have everything all the time, but, I was in the store yesterday and there was a woman shopping with her daughter, and my heart just went out to her because she looked at her daughter and her daughter asked for something that was maybe like $4.99. And she looked at her daughter and she said, no, everything we buy today literally has to be on sale. It has to be on sale or we cannot buy it. And my heart genuinely went out to her because I know what that's like. I know what that's like. And I would say me and Rickey ain't too far removed, from that. But we're really having to get so strict with our budget. And a lot of it is just due to the fact that where we live, things are getting so much more expensive. And it's challenging for a lot of people, us included. We've been able to do different things. God has been faithful. God has blessed us. God has been God in our lives, truly. The fact that we're able to cover our expenses, the fact that we're able to have these businesses so we have additional sources of income coming in. Most of the people that I know, they have a job and a side hustle or a job and a side business. They're working 2 jobs to make ends meet. And it is what it is. I'm grateful and I thank God that He has always allowed Rickey and I to be in a position to be covered, have the things that we need, even be a blessing to others at times. I am grateful for that. What I also look forward to is being in Africa where we are able to be better financially positioned, maybe without having to work multiple jobs, or it not requiring as much time away from the kids and away from the family to try to navigate all of these things. So, you know, there's that. I would definitely say like the biggest, most, and it's a bonus reason because it's above all other reasons that I'm excited that we are moving to Johannesburg, South Africa, is because God said to do it. You know, we are a family of faith, and so I am so glad that, you know, my husband hears from God. I'm so glad that I can hear from God, and I'm so glad that he is giving our family this opportunity to pursue him, to love others well, not just where we live, but around the world. And so, yeah, I feel like Johannesburg is amazing for so many reasons, and I just definitely feel like as a mom, as a wife, like, these are some of the reasons I'm just hyped and I'm excited. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can see more about our journey to Johannesburg. And if you're not already subscribed to our family channel as well. You'll see more videos concerning our journey, just our lives, what we do, who we are, get to know us, get to know the kids. So yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button here, and I'll leave the link in the description box so you can subscribe to that channel, check out some of those videos as well. Until next time.